Clarence the Cloudmaker, illustrated by Julie Johnson, written and read by Diane Van Vliet. Clarence was a friendly old man who lived at the top of a hill. Clarence's white hair was parted down the middle, and he wore wire-rimmed glasses. He always wore striped bib overalls, a blue denim shirt, and brown slippers. He lived alone except for his black and white cat, Zeeby. The children who lived in the town at the bottom of the hill loved to visit Clarence. He seemed like everyone's grandpa. He told stories, played guessing games, and gave them butterscotch candies. Best of all, Clarence had a cloud-making machine. The machine was in a shed next to Clarence's house. It had a very tall smokestack that seemed to touch the sky. It was when the children came to visit that Clarence started up the cloud-making machine. The children would lie on their backs at the top of the hill and watch the wonderful white clouds come floating overhead. There were rabbit clouds, and billowy kite and sailboat clouds. There were furry sheep clouds. There were yummy ice cream cone and cupcake clouds. The children loved the clouds. They also loved Clarence and knew that he loved them too. One day when the children were cloud watching, they were surprised to see some very frightening clouds darken the sky. These clouds were gray and scary and came from another smokestack on another hill far, far away. There were scary vampire bat clouds. There was a witch stirring her brew. The children were afraid and yelled for Clarence to make these clouds go far away. Clarence started up his cloud-making machine and made a giant man to chase away the scary clouds. Once the clouds were inside the smokestack, the giant locked them in with his club. The children thanked Clarence for making the giant to chase the scary clouds away. Then they all started talking at once about where the scary clouds came from. Most of all, they wondered why the clouds were sent to frighten them and who made them. Clarence gathered the children around him. He told them that if they could be very brave, together they would go on an adventure and find the answers to all of their questions. The children looked at each other and thought hard about that. Then one by one they started jumping up and down, telling Clarence they wanted to go. As they walked along, Clarence pointed out and named the birds and trees. They stopped to pick some flowers, and one of the children found a four-leaf clover, which they knew would bring them good luck on their journey. At last they arrived, and Clarence knocked on the door. A little man with bushy orange hair opened the door. Clarence asked him about the scary clouds. The little man, whose name was Ebenezer, explained that his cloud-making machine had been broken for a long time. He finally got it running again, but it would only make scary clouds. He was very sorry that he had scared them and caused them to travel all this way. To make it up to them, he had a very fun way to get them home. He said they should sit down and face the field and close their eyes. When the children opened their eyes, they saw beautiful hot air balloons coming to take them back home. Clarence and Ebenezer helped the children get into the balloons. They all waved goodbye to Ebenezer as they floated away. When the balloons landed at Clarence's, he decided to give them a special treat. Clarence filled the sky with beautiful heart-shaped clouds to show how much he loved them. Sometimes through the clouds they see a hot air balloon floating their way. Then their new friend Ebenezer lands and thrills them with a wonderful new surprise.